Ah! We'll take the car down as far as we can go just for defense. I think if you go through here... Yeah, this is, If I remember right, this is the ultimate goal. Oh no, there's a health thing there, but you have to go around, so we'll get there later. Now this area, unfortunately, I kind of put it out of my mind, so I don't remember too much about it. So we're just going to be going through and getting as much as we can, or doing everything we have to do with as little effort as possible, basically. Like, I don't even remember. I remember getting lost at one point further down, and I don't remember if I find the map really quick or not. Shimmy, shimmy. All right. Oh, the map. It's right there on the other side of that wall. Can we glitch it? No? Okay. Yeah, notice it's only broken on one side. All right. So this hopefully shouldn't be too tough. Cool water effect though. That's a really cool effect, and it's like it looks like 5 or 6 frames of animation, but it just looks so good. Those look like big manta rays. Alright, that room looks safe. Ah! Ah! See, and that's the sort of thing I talked about when I first got that shield for the gun, you know. You move a little too quick and something hits you, you get sheep shotted. It stinks that you would have to lose your gun for that. So I like that. I like the shield, but then I don't think the shield is overpowered. You know, if they gave you a shield and you never lost your gun power, I think that would be ridiculous. That's a bit overpowered, especially to get so early in the game. Alright, so we got... one of those is a boss, which means there should be 2 item power-up things. And then at the top was a health upgrade, but we'll get that later. Go straight down or up and over, which I don't think we can go up and over yet. I think you're supposed to have the let's see, this looks like there's some power-ups there. Yeah, I could get out of the car and move a lot quicker, but I'm also extremely vulnerable, so I really don't feel like putting up with that. Okay, yeah, so I think up and over. Yeah, I need the car to get there. Yeah, so up and over on the map is for after you get the ability that you get in this area. You know, I go back to the map a lot, and I always talk about old games and how I think a map feature is probably the best thing that was added, and is the thing that could really have saved. You know, there are old games that have great reputations, and have a reputation for being very difficult, and a lot of the difficulty just comes from the fact that the game just didn't have a certain thing, you know, and a lot of the time it was just that, you know, oh, how did you even play that game? And the only problem was that there was no map. But I talk to a lot of people, and they when they play certain games, it always amazes me that, And I guess that I just don't feel like it's a thing to be proud of or to harass anybody else for doing. But I talk to a lot of people that play a lot of different kinds of games, and one of the things they tout is that, oh, I don't even use the map. Like, I don't use the map, I don't use those features. It's in the game. Use it. I have trouble giving people a lot of extra brownie points for not using a feature of the game that is there for a reason. You know, you use the map. It helps. That's literally why it's there. It's there to help. But yeah, it's real weird. I guess that's true of a lot of different things. I always run into people who, I don't do this or I don't do that. And you know, it's one thing to do it as a challenge. You know, there are certain games out there that if you can play and never continue or never lose a life, that's impressive. You know, because there are games out there that I don't even know how people beat, let alone fall in the water, let alone beat it, and then they don't use any continues, or they do it on one life, or, you know, I mean, if you watch Summer Games Done Quick is coming up, and I think the first game being played is being played one-handed. Come on, that's impressive. That's amazing that anybody can even do that. You know, so I'm always impressed when I see stuff like that. But yeah, I talk to people that, you use the map. Like, I literally have dealt with people who played RPGs, and I've been playing RPGs with them. I used to work at a game store, so I'd be playing the game and they're like, why are you using the map? Like, really? Is that a thing that I'm not supposed to be doing? Because that just seems a bit goofy. Alright, to each his own, as long as you're not. I used to say, whatever floats your boat, so long as it doesn't sink your ship. I think I have to amend that to, as long as it doesn't sink your ship, or you don't use it to sink anybody else's ship. If you like something a certain way, then you like it a certain way. That's fine, but don't harass anybody else for doing it. Yeah, okay, yeah, an item appeared under me. Oh, this is like a shield. Which is decent. I don't remember ever really using it. I'd rather just move out of the way. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It probably has like a million uses, and I just never used it. But, you know, however you want to play the game is fine. If you're one of those people that goes to the map all the time, then that's fine. If you're one of the people who likes to use all of the different power-ups and stuff, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You play the game however you want. It was your money, and more importantly, it's your time. Do it however you like to do it, and don't harass anybody else for doing it their way. Okay, so down here, I'm gonna have to get out of the car. I think that's a shortcut back to the right. So yeah, so this is here. So let's just go ahead and ambush that guy on the way out. But I think there's another one at some point. But yeah, I've always been that way, and you know, to the point where it's probably, you know, I do these playthroughs, and I always say the same thing, that this is how I play it. You know, when I play the game, this is how I'm going to play it. There are plenty of games where I've done those little challenges, and I've tried to create a little bit of an extra challenge for myself. And, you know, every once, who knows, maybe one day I'll do stuff like that here. But I'm not going to do that and, you know, come down on anybody because, come down on anybody because that's how they normally play the game. You know, I love the game Super Metroid, and I've, while I'm no pro at it or anything, I run the game pretty quick and I skip a lot of stuff. But there was a time, you know, I think every single person that has played Super Metroid has done everything. You know, has played the game, has fought Crocomire, has fought, oh, damn it. You know, has fought the bosses in the order that you're supposed to fight them in, and gotten the items in the order that you're supposed to get them in. So you're full of crap if you're gonna tell people, oh, you still go that way, you still fight Crocomire and do all of that. Come on, man, you played it that way too. Some people play the games a certain way because they like playing it that way. You know, every time I play Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it's always a full boss run. Why? Because I just always played it that way. All right, you get it? Whew. Okay, so let's... It's funny, I see the current. And then when I get out of the current and I'm in this area, I forget that I'm still underwater, so I'm still swimming. Alrighty. Flash bomb. Oh, no. Still the wave, but... Put on the trusty Granados. And be careful, because I think there's enemies down here. There might be bad guys afoot. Maybe even more than just feet. Oh, whoa, look at those guys. I haven't seen them since, what, level 1? There's power-ups. Don't need any. I'm all maxed out. Alright. Kill! Don't know how I'm supposed to get to that power-up, but whatever. I guess some enemies are just there to be jerks. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Whoa, what do we have? Oh, yeah. Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's, I think he charges at me. Or, like, works his way forward. Okay. So here's the problem. Yeah. Here's the problem. That thing on the front stops bullets. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a little turret that you set down. That thing on the front's supposed to stop bullets, but the wave gun shoots through it, so it hits the body, makes very, very, very short work of it. It probably wasn't really fun to watch, but it's kind of satisfying to do. Let's see if I can remember where my car is. Come on, remember where you parked. Ah, see, I don't... Yeah, I'm not supposed to... Damn it. Come on. Oh, son of a... Alright, fine. That's what you get. Yeah, always good to get back in your car because your car restores your car restores Jason's health. Alright. Next time we'll move on though.